Lingo. Decoding AI, your essential vocab guide. In 2025, a recruitment AI in London hired a candidate with zero experience for a top finance job. Why? The answer reveals the hidden rules that govern our world. Don't let confusing AI jargon hold you back from understanding the future that is already here. This podcast breaks down the essential AI concepts you actually need to know, using compelling stories and clear, simple English. By the end of this episode, you will have the confidence to understand and discuss the most important technology of our time. What you'll learn in this episode: the real difference between AI, machine learning, and algorithms, how a neural network actually thinks, explained with a simple analogy, the surprising connection between your grocery shopping and big data, the truth about generative AI, and the important conversation around AI ethics.
In London, in early 2025, a powerful AI was built to find the perfect person for a high-paying job in finance. It analyzed thousands of applications, looking for the best education, the best experience, but in the end, it hired a candidate with zero experience. Why?
That's a true story, and the answer to that question is a secret code that is running our world. It's a code that decides what movies you watch, what news you see, and even who gets a loan from a bank. That code is artificial intelligence.
And today, we are going to decode it. Welcome back to Lingo. My name is Leo.
And I'm Mia. You hear the terms machine learning or neural networks, and it's easy to feel lost. But you are not going to feel lost for long.
What's the promise for today?
By the end of this episode, you will understand the hidden rules that govern AI. You will have the essential vocabulary to see the world through its eyes and the confidence to join the most important conversation of our time.
I'm ready. I want to know why that AI hired the person with no experience.
We'll get there, but first we need to understand the mind of the machine.
Part 1, the engine of AI.
Okay, so to understand that strange hiring decision, we first need to look under the hood. Let's start with the most misunderstood term in all of tech, the algorithm.
It sounds so complex.
But it's not. An algorithm is simply a recipe, a set of instructions. Think about Netflix. Its goal is to keep you watching, so it follows a recipe. The recipe might be, if a user watches 3 action movies, then recommend a 4th action movie.
That's an algorithm? It's so simple.
That's a very simple one, yes. But here's where it gets interesting. What happens when the algorithm starts to write its own recipe? That's our next term, machine learning.
So the machine learns by itself?
Exactly. Instead of giving it a fixed recipe, we give it a goal. For Netflix, the goal is keep the user watching. Then we give it food. And the food for AI is our third term, big data.
So all the information about what I watch, when I pause, what I rewatch, that's big data.
Yes! And the machine learning algorithm looks at the big data from millions of users and starts to find patterns that a human never could. It might discover that people who watch action movies on a Tuesday also love to watch cooking shows on a Wednesday.
That's strangely specific and a little creepy.
It can be, but that's how it learns. So let's quickly recap this first part. The algorithm is the recipe, big data is the ingredients, and machine learning is the chef that learns how to cook by trying millions of combinations.
Okay, I'm with you. But that still doesn't explain the crazy hiring decision.
Not yet. Because we haven't talked about the brain we're building for it. And that's where things get really fascinating.
Part 2, the mind of the machine. So if machine learning is the chef, what's the brain?
The brain is called a neural network, and it's designed to work just like our own brains.
How so?
Think about how a child learns to read. First, they don't see a word. They see lines and circles. That's the first layer of the network. The next layer learns how to put those lines and circles together to form letters. A, B, C.
Okay, so it's building on what it learned.
Exactly. The next layer learns to put the letters together to make words. C-A-T becomes cat. And the final layer learns what the word cat means. A neural network processes information in these layers, from simple to complex.
I see. It's a brain that builds understanding step by step. And I assume this computer brain can understand more than just pictures of cats?
Much more. Which brings us to our next term, natural language processing, or NLP. This is the part of the neural network that is trained specifically to understand human language.
So this is how my phone's voice assistant understands my questions?
Yes. NLP is what allows a machine to read 1,000,000 books, understand the grammar, the context, the emotion, and then respond to you in a way that feels natural. It's an incredibly complex and powerful tool.
So let's put it all together. The AI that hired the person in London used machine learning powered by the big data of thousands of applications. It thought using a neural network, and it understood the words in the applications using NLP.
You've got it perfectly. Now, we are ready to talk about the final piece of the puzzle, the most modern, most powerful type of AI.
Part 3, the creative machine and its problems. Okay, I'm ready. What's the final piece?
It's called Generative AI. For years, AI could only understand what we gave it. It could read an article or recognize a face. But now, it can create.
You mean like ChatGPT creating an email or Midjourney creating a picture?
Exactly. Generative AI can create new, original text, images, music, and code that has never existed before. It's a huge leap forward. But this incredible power comes with incredible risks.
What kind of risks?
Well, that brings us back to the story from the beginning. Why did the AI hire the person with no experience? The answer is our next term, bias in AI.
I thought the AI was supposed to be objective and fair.
The AI itself has no feelings, but it learns from the data we give it. The company discovered that in all their past hiring data, the most successful employees had all played on a university sports team.
So the AI thought that being a successful athlete was the most important skill for a finance job?
Precisely. The AI developed a bias. It ignored experienced candidates and hired a young athlete because the data told it that was the pattern of success. It was a logical decision based on flawed data.
Wow, that is a huge problem. The AI can accidentally learn to be unfair.
It's one of the biggest challenges we face. And that is why our final term is so important, AI ethics. This is the global conversation about how we build and use these powerful tools responsibly.
So, asking the hard questions. How do we remove bias? How do we make sure AI helps people and doesn't harm them?
Exactly. It's about writing the rulebook for the most powerful technology humans have ever created.
Part 4, AI in your life and the future. Okay, Mia. My mind is officially blown. We've talked about how AI works, how it thinks, and the big ethical questions. But where will we see it next? What does the future actually look like?
That is the perfect question to end on. Let's talk about the practical applications and the future. This is our final section, AI in your life and the future.
I feel like AI is already everywhere.
It is, but it's becoming even more integrated into important fields. For example, let's talk about AI in medicine.
How can AI help a doctor?
A doctor is one person. They have their own experience and knowledge. But an AI can be trained on millions of medical images, like X-rays or scans, from all over the world. It can learn to see tiny patterns that a human eye might miss.
So it can help doctors diagnose diseases like cancer much earlier.
Exactly. It's not replacing the doctor. It's a powerful assistant that gives the doctor more information to make a better decision. It's a tool for early detection.
That is an incredible use of this technology. It's literally saving lives. What about transportation? I always hear about self-driving cars.
Yes, self-driving cars are a perfect example of almost all these concepts working together. The car uses cameras and sensors to collect big data about the world around it.
And it uses a neural network to process all that data to understand that is a person, that is a stop sign, that is another car.
Precisely. And its algorithm is constantly making decisions. Should I speed up? Should I slow down? Should I turn left? It's a robot on wheels, learning from every meter it drives.
That's amazing. But it also brings up the big question a lot of people have. Will AI take our jobs?
That is the million-dollar question, and it's a valid concern. Some jobs will change, for sure. But the history of technology shows that it usually creates more jobs than it destroys. It just creates different jobs.
What kind of new jobs?
Well, think about generative AI. It's very powerful, but it needs a good human to give it the right instructions. A new job that is becoming very popular is a prompt engineer.
A prompt engineer? What is that?
It's a person who is an expert at talking to AI. They know how to write the perfect prompt or instruction to get the best possible result from an AI like ChatGPT or Midjourney. It's a job that combines language skills and technical understanding.
So it's not about being replaced by the machine. It's about learning how to work with the machine.
You have summarized the future perfectly, Leo. The people who will be most successful in the future are the ones who learn how to use AI as a powerful tool to make them better at their jobs.
Mia, that was incredible. I feel like I just took a journey into the future.
In many ways, we did. Let's quickly recap the key takeaways, the essential words you need to know. We learned that AI follows an algorithm, a recipe, learns through machine learning powered by big data, and thinks using a neural network.
We also learned it understands our language with NLP and can now create new things with generative AI.
We learned about the dangers of bias in AI and the importance of AI ethics. And finally, we saw how AI is changing medicine and transportation and creating new jobs like prompt engineer.
I finally understand the hiring story. It wasn't magic. It was just a logical mistake.
And that is the key to understanding AI. It's not magic, it's a tool. And now you understand how that tool works.
So what's our call to action for this week?
Your one task is to spot one example of AI in your daily life. It could be a movie recommendation, a social media ad, or the news on your phone. And just ask yourself, what algorithm is behind this? What data is it using? Share your example in the comments. We would love to see what you find.
That is a great challenge. Thank you for being our guide, Mia.
Thank you for asking such great questions, Leo. And thank you all for listening. Make sure you subscribe because next week we're asking a very personal question. Can AI understand our emotions? We'll look at the incredible world of effective computing and what it means when your computer knows you're sad.
Wow, I can't wait for that. Until then, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Happy and chill learning to all of you. Leo Mia Lingo.